Yo, what's up, boys? Party Waffles here, and today I'm making you guys an 11.2 Season 3 The War Within PvP tier list. It's going to be based around solo shuffle and arena. Okay, I'm going to use my best judgment here, and we're going to make an educated guess about what I think is going to be the best and the worst based on the PvP changes, the current state of the game right now, and the gear scaling and everything like that. So let's get right into it. Remember, it's impossible to have this 100% accurate because no one knows what it's going to be like with full gear once we actually get into the arena and everything like that. But I'm going to do my best to make it as accurate as I can. And the first week in the season, after the DK guides are out for you guys, and we've played the ladder a bunch, we will make an updated solidified version of this and see how many of these came true. So let's get right into this. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put Arms Warrior A tier, okay? It's a safe bet. Right now, Arms Warrior is very strong. I think it's going to continue, even with the changes in the tier set being strong. So we're going to put that there. Fury Warrior, right now, it's a little bit weaker than Arms. I think it's still going to stay the similar. I think it's going to stay the same. I think Arms will be the meta over Fury, but I think it's going to be B tier. Next, we have here Prot Warrior. I'm just going to put all the tanks into the F tier like I naturally do because this is a arena and solo shuffle tier list. If we do a Blitz tier list, I will rate the tanks for you guys though, so don't worry. Assassination Rogue, I think it's going to be a strong pick still, A tier. Subtlety Rogue, I think it's going to be B tier. Again, this is based on the class changes and scaling. Going into the 4th season, I feel like we're going to be the meta is going to slow down a little bit. Sub Rogue is going to shine a little bit less because of the gear scaling. Marksman Hunter, I think they're going to be S tier. Right now, Marksman Hunter can literally one-shot you, like 100 to OU. I've seen it happen multiple times. It's absolutely fucking disgusting, like, to be real with you. And aim shot is getting buffed by 10%, so I think they're still going to do that. And I think it'll be very strong as well. So Outlaw Rogue, it looks like Outlaw Rogue is getting some buffs, nerfs mobility, but also buffs. I don't know if that's going to be enough to make Outlaw Rogue really that insane for the general public. I still personally think it's going to be B tier for the general public. Maybe in a couple people's hands it'll be insane, but yeah. I think Survival Hunter is going to be B tier. I think BM Hunter is going to be A tier. Let's see, Vengeance DH can go there. Demon Hunter. So currently, right now, I think Demon Hunter is an S tier melee. If you go look at the ladder, it's at the top of the ladder in solo shuffle, in threes. They're just insane. The class has it all, right? Defensives, offensives, utility. It's got it all. And I don't think that's going to go away next season. In fact, I think that's going to stay strong. So we're going to put the DHS tier. Guardian Druid in the tank tier. So I'm going to do something crazy here, okay? Crazy and wild. Feral Druid has been S tier for at least, I feel like it's been like at least 3 seasons now. But I'm actually going to take Feral Druid off the pedestal, okay? I think it's their time to be moved down to A tier. I think when the dust settles, Feral Druid is going to drop down. And hopefully it's not just going to be Feral S tier anymore. So let's see here. Boomkin, though. Boomkin got some buffs. I think Boomkin is going to remain a solid A tier. I think in solo shuffle right now, Boomkin is close to S tier. I don't actually think it's S tier. I did at one point. I think they're just really good at kiting, and it's all instant cast damage more or less, right? So they just kite you around while doing instant cast damage, and it's very frustrating for some classes, but other classes it's not. So I think they're gonna be a solid A tier. Also, the stun got nerfed too for Feral Druid, or Feral or Boomkin, I forget, but they increased the duration for the stun, for the cooldown. Druid. So Resto Druid right now is really strong. They got a Tranquility buff going into the next patch, which is nothing too crazy. But I think Resto Druid... Here's the thing, right? It's godly right now. Could it be more godly next season if the meta slows down a little bit with the gear scaling? It definitely could. So I'm going to go on a limb and I'm going to put it S tier just because of that. Just because of how good it is right now. The changes aren't too crazy for it. And the meta could slow down even more because of all the scaling from the new gear. So they could shine even more potentially with the Giga Tree and everything like that. The next thing we have here is DK, all right? So both specs of DK are getting reworked, Frost and Unholy. Let's think, right? Blizzard isn't going to rework a class to make it less played or worse, ideally, right? So with that logic in mind, I'm thinking one of the 2 specs, whether it's Frost or Unholy, is going to be broken. Absolutely broken. We're going to go on a limb and say Frost. But yeah, so there's my prediction for Frost. The new rework is going to make it really good. It just took a little bit of nerfs recently, but I think by the time the cards all lay out here and the dust settles and everything like that, I think it's going to be one of the two specs is going to be strong. And I'm going to bank on Frost. So there we go. Unholy, we're going to go with A tier for Unholy. These are interchangeable. Unholy could be S, Frost could be A. We'll have to see how it plays out. But right now, I think they're both going to be strong. Blood Decay, we're going to put that in the F tier. Devastation Evoker, I don't really see how this class could be less than an A. Reason being, unslowable, unCCable. Well, Nullifying Shroud is actually changing, but unslowable, unCCable, spammable sleep, easy damage rotation, 2 walls, you know what I mean? I don't really see how the class could be bad. So we're going to throw it in A tier. Augvoker. Honestly, we're going to throw Augvoker down in the C tier. I just don't see it being good. Augvoker is just such a... I don't know. It's kind of like a one-trick pony right now. It's got its one shot, but I don't know. I don't see it being that great. It's like a pseudo-tank class almost. So here's a wild prediction right here. Presvoker. I see a lot of changes for Presvoker, okay? A lot of buffs for Presvoker. And I think when the dust settles, Presvoker is going to be very strong. If they change Nullifying Shroud, it looks like it could be very broken. And yeah, we'll see how it goes. Because this class kind of, in a way, counters Druid because of the Purge. So it would be interesting to see both of these being good. Let's see. Paladin. Right now, Paladin's S tier. I think next season it'll be A tier. I think they'll chop it down. They usually switch stuff up. I don't think it's going to be a S tier 2 seasons in a row. But we'll see. We'll see. Rat Pally. So Rat Pally's getting buffed actually. Right now I think Rat Pally is insane in solo shuffle, okay? I think it's insane in solo shuffle. It's not quite as good in threes, but it's getting buffed next season. So will it be enough to take it to S tier? I'm not sure. I'm honestly not sure. But honestly nobody knows, right, until the season comes out, but we will see. For now, as a safe bet, I don't want to clump the S tier too much. I want to put only stuff that I think is going to be really broken there. So I'm going to put it in the A tier for now, but it's liable to change when we make the updated solidified tier list after a week of the season. Prop Pally here into the F tier. I'm going to go on a limb and say, I want to say Disc is going to be, actually Arsham is pretty bad too. So I want to say Disc and Arsham are probably going to be the worst healers. So based on that, we're going to put Disc and Arsham and right here in the C tier for healers. Because Disc is getting some nerfs, but it's also getting some buffs, but I don't think they matter too much. It's getting some mana nerfs too. And then it looks like Holy Priest is actually getting a bunch of buffs. So it seems like right now I would say Holy Priest is the worst healer, or one of them. But it looks like they want it to be a little better. But I don't know how much that's going to wear off or work, but we'll see. So I'm going to put that in B right now. Put those two in C. Put this tank class here. Windwalker got some buffs. Right now, Windwalker is insanely strong. Right now, it's a solid A tier. It's getting some buffs, and it's currently A tier, getting some buffs. Do I think it's going to be enough to put it in S tier next season? I don't think so. Personally. But we'll see how it plays out. Shadow Priest. I think Shadow Priest is going to be decent. Right now, Shadow Priest is honestly pretty good. It's pretty good right now. It looks like it's getting a little bit of new talents and everything like that. I'm no Shadow Priest main, but I don't think they're going to change all those talents and then it's just going to be bad. So I think it'll probably still remain around the A tier if I had to guess. Mistweaver. I think Mistweaver's pretty good, honestly. I think it's a solid A tier healer. Like with Fistweaver and the hybrid and all that stuff. I think it's a solid A tier. Destro Warlock. They're losing Infernal, which is, I mean, the Infernal is pretty good for their opener, right? Like you go in on them, they Inferno you into a coil or coil into Inferno. I feel like they're not going to be happy they're losing the Inferno, but we're going to go with, I just don't see Destro being B tier, especially if the meta slows down at all or anything and they can, you know what I mean? Or they scale up and they get more haste and stuff like that. I think Destro will be solid. Same with Demo. I don't really see... I saw a lot of changes for Demo too. Demo right now is very strong. I don't really see Demo being bad either. So I'm going to put Demo as A tier and a safe bet there. Fire Mage, I really don't think it's going to be good. It got buffed, but then it got nerfed. So we're going to put Fire Mage down in the C tier. Frost Mage. I don't really see any fundamental changes, so I feel like it's still going to be broken. Arcane Mage, it looks like it's getting some damage buffs from what I've seen. So I still think it's also going to be broken because it already is. And then Ellie Shaman is just a strong, solid caster overall. Nothing too crazy going on different with them. I think they'll scale well. And we got 2 pieces of the puzzle left here. I think these last 2 are also just going to be A tier. Like right now, Enhance is pretty good, and it's good in Solo Shuffle. It's good in 3s. I don't really see it getting worse, much worse or better. I think it'll stay similar. And Affliction Warlock is also, it's like a solid A tier. And remember, one thing about this tier list, chat, so left to right doesn't mean anything on this list. Like say Hunter here doesn't mean it's stronger than DH. It's just simply the tier they're in, okay? It is just simply the tier they're in. It's not from left to right or anything like that. They're not organized, but so yeah. So like for example, this could be like A+, this could be like A-, but they're all in the A tier at the end of the day. They don't necessarily mean they're exactly the same strength if they're in the tier. But yeah, so there's kind of my guess, guys. Here it is. We're going to have to see how this plays out, right? Do you agree, disagree? Let me know in the comments. And yeah, if you like the video, give it a thumbs up. I will remake this once I get reps on the ladder, after the season comes out, we play the game a bunch in every bracket. I will remake this with my experience queuing and we'll make it 100% accurate. But right now, we'll see how accurate this prediction is. So yeah, anyways, if you guys enjoyed the video, let me know, and I will see you in the next video. But yeah, there it is, guys. You can catch me live at twitch.tv/partywafflesx. I stream full-time there, 5 days a week. DK guides coming, Frost, Unholy, everything for the new rework. Make sure you guys subscribe to the YouTube channel, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out, boys. Peace.